let's hit it rapid fire real quick for these first few fights. We'll start. Who you got? Thickness or Topuria?
Oh boy. Honestly, give me Taporia, but if you're going to throw money down, it's not a bad bet to pick Thickness. I honestly think that this is a 50-50 fight. I think Taporia, just from the little footage I've seen, he does have more power. And I think he may get him out of there in the first 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if it goes to round 3, Thickness, he may steal it on the cards.
Yeah,
But
depends on the
give
game
me
too. 'Cause
Taporia. I think he gets a finish. He has strong grappling. I know Thickness is well rounded. So we'll see. But with that being said, give me Taporia by KO or TKO.
For the lulls, I'll take Thickness. I have a feeling Topuria, but I'll take Thickness. The odds have it close enough, but like a pretty decent leaning towards Topuria. I got Thickness. If he uses his attributes well, Topuria might be falling into that the brother curse, where it's like you're the brother of the guy who's really good. I'm thinking like a Fabian Edwards, Diego Lima. What's his name? Gilbert Burns's brother too has kind of the same thing, where it's like he's the little brother and he's not that great, all relative to pro fighters, obviously. But I'll take Thickness over that one. Why not? Wang Kong versus Bruno Brazil.
Give me your long lost brethren, Wang Kong.
Wang Kong.
Yeah, her last fight she may got fraud checked, but before then she looked all right.
I was not a fan of her last fight. I didn't realize that was her first loss. Wang Kong does the thing that I hate, which a lot of fighters do, which is I wear Joker face paint to every weigh-in, even though The Dark Knight was like 25 years ago. Like, dude, that's cringe. Get that shit out of here. I want Bruno Brazil for that reason alone. But probably my mind is telling me Wang Kong. It's actually pronounced Wang Kong, but whatever. I grew up in America. We'll call it that. Yeah, probably Wang Kong, right? Like,
what?
Huge favorite, minus 355 compared to like.
I think she gets a finish here.
Yeah. Vyacheslav Borshiev versus Tom Nolan. Who do you got?
All right, so this is
8-4.
If you're a smoker, go outside, choke up. If you're a drinker, reload the drink, take a sip break. Man.
Big Train. That's a gangbang name if I've ever heard one.
He's got the train on his chest. Jesus Christ.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh
go
my
back up to
God.
That photo.
Yep. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
As a guy who has fish tattooed on his chest, that's gay. Good Lord. You can't look. If you got tattoos, I don't trust anyone who doesn't have a couple bad tattoos, okay? I don't trust anyone who hasn't taken a Rumpelman shot or doesn't have a bad tattoo.
I don't know why this one is on the main card. I don't know if I can pick your boy Tom Nolan. I might go with the almighty Russian here.
This is technically okay. So this is technically the prelims. I was mistaken as well. I thought we were on the main card. This is technically the prelims. There's the early prelims. This is technically still the prelims, but you could put Cody Steele or throw Kevin Jousset a goddamn bone here.
No.
At least put him on the regular prelims. Come on, man.
No.
I don't know about this one.
I think Nolan takes an L here. I feel like it's going to be a close fight. I think it does end in decision, but
he beat Lontop, which is a good win. Lost to Chase Hooper.
Lontop's gone now, so that win has not aged well.
No, but
same thing with our boy Ruffy. He beat up Lontop out of the UFC.
Yeah, rough dude, Mauricio Ruffy. That dude fucking rules. And then who's he fought? Not really.
What is he on? A 2-fight win streak?
Victor Martinez is a good win. Yeah, 2-fight win streak. Nicholas Mata beat him by knockout. This is kind of a
How
toss-up
long
for me
ago was
too.
his last fight?
August, both of them.
Damn.
So he fought in August, and then so did our Russian
Oh,
friend
fuck it.
here.
Give me Nolan by decision.
You taking the big train?
Yeah, give me Big Train.
Hell yeah, bro.
We'll go with the hometown guy here.
And if you want to reduce it down to like the most simple, like 8-4 versus 8-1, you know?
Yeah, give me your boy Big Train.
Okay. He's a longer, lankier guy. I got it too. Yeah, fuck it. Give me Big Train. Weight 161. What's this? What, a welterweight fight? Lightweight bout. Okay.
Yeah, 155.
Okay. I'll take Big Train as well. I think that's a good fight. It'll be a fun one, hopefully. Or it won't. And I won't know either way because I'll take the dog out to go to the bathroom during this fight. No, I respect to both those guys. Jack Jenkins, Gabriel Santos. I do not have a dog in this fight. I like Jack Jenkins. I think Gabriel Santos. I'm also not super familiar with both of them. I can't remember the last Gabriel Santos fight. Let's take a look at that. Who do you got?
I got Santos.
Yeah. Ooh, lost to Onama. Yeah. 1-2 in his last 3.
I mean, look, he's fought in some good competition. At least in his last couple fights. So I'm going to lean on that. Because honestly, I'm not too familiar with, besides Herbert Burns there, I'm not too familiar with those other 2 guys he's fought.
Emmers I'm familiar with. Let me just do a little quick deep dive. Why am I familiar? Oh, Landwehr. That's why. Yep. Okay. I remember now. Yeah, knockout at the end of the first round. I remember that one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You taking Burns?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take Santos. Give me Santos.
Santos. Yeah, that's what I meant. I got Herbert Burns on my mind, bro. I'll take Santos as well. You can't always go with the Australian guys, but for this next fight, we move on to the main card. I am going to take the Australian guy, the Celtic kid, Jake Matthews, coming back. Took a little bit of a dip there. I feel like he's been in the UFC forever against Francisco Prado. Who do you got? And give me a method of victory.
Oh, this one's tough because at first when I was breaking this fight down earlier, just in my head, I originally thought that Matthews would have more tools to victory, but honestly, they're pretty evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
What's the line on there?
Hasn't fought since 2020.
I think somebody might be a plus 200 or plus 200.
Prado plus 200.
See, I feel like this one should be an even line, but I'm leaning towards Jake Matthews. I'm gonna go with you on this one. Like he has a ton of experience.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very young. How old is he?
Let's take a look at.
He's been doing it for a minute, minute.
Yeah.
And his boxing and his stand up just looks every time we see him like. Sometimes he looks like a guy that can make a title run, and then sometimes he takes a loss, and you're like, "Yo, what are we doing?"
Let's see. Let me Google real quick. How old is he?
So just depending on the Jake Matthews that shows up, if he shows up on this night, I think that the betting line is right. I think he should be the favorite.
Jake Matthews, 30 years old, by the way.
30.
Born in 1994.
He's still young.
Yeah, he is kind of young, especially at 70. That's kind of when you start hitting your prime.
Method of victory? Give me TKO. Give me TKO. Yeah. His hands have looked really sharp. Give me an early round, give me a round 3, early round 3 TKO.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. His hands have looked really sharp. And I don't know. He has, like I said before, he has potential sometimes where you think he's going to make a run, and then he just hits a roadblock for whatever reason. But I think he can get it done.
I'm trying to find. I'm like, what is the first fight that I saw? Motown Phenom right here. I think
in all this.
I'm trying to find the first fight that I ever watched with Jake Matthews. Was it James Vick? Has it been that long?
2015. That's almost 10 years ago. He's been in the UFC for a hot minute.
2016 rings a bell, but I don't think it was the Kevin Lee fight. It might have been this one, Andrew Holbrook. Yeah, he's been in the UFC for a minute now. I got Jake Matthews too. I think he's on that swing now. He was looking pretty hot to trot at the beginning. Went through a weird skid, and then even when he got a win back, he's kind of been like win 1, lose 1, win 2, lose 2, that kind. I think he's coming back. He's only got 7 losses, which in MMA is not that crazy. You know, Nate Diaz has like 15 losses, for Christ's sake. I got Jake Matthews as well. Is it middleweight? Oh, it's welterweight. Okay, they walk around at 82, 84. Okay.
Yeah.
I got Jake Matthews as well here. I think decision. Jimmy Crute, Rafael Bellato, call Scott Coker. Bellato.
Hey, loser's going to GFL.
Yeah. Oh God. For a shitty AI rendition of themselves for the ad.
I feel like this one will be for as long as this fight will last. I think that this will be a fun fight. Jimmy Crute came out recently. He said his head wasn't in the right place and he needed to get back on track. And he feels like he's in that place because, you know, before it felt like Jimmy Crute was a prospect. He got chinned by Jamal Hill.
Yeah, a little bit of a prospect here.
And then he lost to Anthony on paper Smith. And, you know, he's had a couple roadblocks, but, you know, before when he first came in, he was a hot prospect.
And then he beat Paul Craig by submission, and that was fucking crazy to me.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was why I was like, oh, this guy's probably really good, and then, like, took a nosedive.
But with
Hill, yeah.
He fought some good competition. He fought Minifields, and then when we go... Sorry about the noise. When we go to the other side here with Bellato, I feel like he is.
Does he not have?
He's a finisher.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
I think he's won his last 2 or his last 3. So I feel like he has the momentum, whereas Crute, he's kind of got his back towards the. I don't want to say back towards the wall because, you know, before in UFC you lost 3 straight, you're out of here. Now it's a new day in the UFC, so you know you could afford some wiggle room. So I'm gonna go with Bellato here. I feel like he gets the finish. I don't think that this fight will last too long. I think maybe 1 or 2 rounds, and somebody might get finished. Well, I'm going with Bellato by TKO. I feel like for as long as it'll last, I feel like it'll be a fun fight.
So this is his history on Tapology here. So yeah, he's had 1 fight in the UFC. Not a lot of name value. Vitor Petrino lost to him, but yeah, fought him. Vitor Petrino twice. Interesting. Yeah, are you going Bellato or Crute? Sorry.
I'm going with Bellato.
Bellato. Okay, I'm going Crute on this one. I could see Bellato being on kind of a good run here though, but I think I'm gonna go Crute, hoping his head's back in the game, hoping he gets some cover up for these tattoos. We start moving to the top of the card. Quick one. Taliesin Teixeira versus Justin Tafa. Who you got?
Sheesh. We got Teixeira making his debut. What is he? 6'6", 6'7", long, rangy. I believe he's a striker. We got Tafa. Shorter guy. He has more experience. He's got decent low kicks. He can chop them down. So with that being said, give me Teixeira by TKO.
Teixeira. Let's take a look at Teixeira here. 7-0, age 25 years old, coming out of Brazil, and undefeated. Okay. Yeah, striker for sure. Straight right, head kick, hammer fist, TKO. Yep. Inverted triangle armbar in that first win, though. That's badass. Okay.
Because as game as Tafa is, I just don't know if he's... I mean, we don't know if Teixeira is really there. This is his first fight. But, you know, Tafa, he stepped up, you know, short notice a few times. So, you know, we know that he's tough. We know he's game. But from what we've seen out of those fights, like, I don't really know if he's...
Yeah.
You know, UFC
I mean, is that the
caliber.
Ghost of Mark Hunt or what, dude?
Justin Tafa? No, that's who is it? Junior Tafa's brother.
Yeah, but I mean, look at you. You put blonde hair on this guy. that's Mark Hunt right there. Come on.
We got Mark Hunt at home.
Yeah.
It's just
it sure
it's just
is,
not
isn't
quite
it?
the same.
It sure is, brother. Holy shit. Okay, let's look at his record real quick. He's been around for a minute here, man. Jorgen De Castro, bro, Rhode Island's own. Coming off of a shift at the local high school custodial staff, Jorgen De Castro. Nah, I'm fucking. Yeah, Justin Taffa. Here he is. He did the fucking Mark Hunt. No, he didn't. He fought. That was Felipe. Okay. Yeah. Oof. Coming off a decision. I mean, this is a tough one for me. It's a tough one in the same way that, like, man, who was that fight that I was like, I'm not interested in this at all, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm very interested in this one. I think it was it was Sergey Spivak and Jailton Almeida. I was like, you could fucking keep that fight. And then I looked into it. I was like, I'm actually fascinated by this fight.
Almeida did his thing. He finally showed off his hands.
He did. Justin Taffa. I mean, yeah. Parker Porter. I might take fucking... I might take...
It would be better for the heavyweight division if Teixeira wins in a really, like, dominating fashion. It gives that division some new blood. Because Lord knows that heavyweight division needs it badly.
I'm gonna take this guy. He'd be an interesting matchup for Gon too. I think Gon would style on him. He's 25, doesn't have that many fights, hasn't taken his first loss yet either. But I think that's an interesting fight and develop this talent, right? I think that's what they're doing here with the Justin Taffa matchup. I got Teixeira as well, Taliesin Teixeira. It's just a safer bet, you know. They have him as the favorite. It's a very close fight on the odds books, but whatever. Co-main event.
Here we go.
Zhang Dynasty, bro, versus Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana Suarez finally getting her title shot.
This fight feels, Tatiana Suarez getting the title shot feels way overdue, and it's not the UFC's fault. Suarez has had injuries, had a lot of setbacks, and then it feels like whenever she gets back in, she's hurt again. There's a long layoff. She's in, hurt again, long layoff. I think this fight, this is going to be a good one. I felt like a lot of people were surprised when it first got announced, like, oh, what, Tatiana Suarez is getting it?
No,
as the old saying goes, people forget,
man. People
how
forget,
good Tatiana
man.
Suarez, how good Tatiana Suarez is.
Tatiana Suarez, man, has been a sleeper in this division for a minute now, and she's been. I mean, especially because there was a minute there where it's like strawweight's the fun division, but like the competition dropped off after like maybe 5 or 6, right?
Yeah.
Top 5. Then after that, it's just like those girls are not. They're just feeding them to fucking Jessica Penne, for Christ's sake. But now it's like, you know, she's been around for a minute. The division is not super shallow. It's not the deepest, but it's not super shallow. The wins that she has, let me rattle off a couple of names here, right? She's beaten a lot of the who's who in this division, okay? Here we go. Just the names, not every win. Amanda Cooper, ABC Cooper, victory in the first round by Darce-choke. Viviane Pereira, decision. Alexa Grasso, round 1 rear naked. Carla Esparza, round 3 ground and pound. Nina Nunes, now formerly Nina Ansaroff, decision. Montana De La Rosa, guillotine in the second round. Jessica Andrade, guillotine in the second round.
Guillotine quick.
Jessica Andrade, I will fight anybody on this fucking poll. Jessica Andrade, future Hall of Famer in my mind, right? Former champion, of course. Fought in, I believe, all 3 divisions that women have, not including featherweight, obviously. Beast has one of my favorite knockouts on fucking Rose Namajunas with that slam. And like just a savage fucking bitch. And like, I've watched her interviews. Seems like a sweetheart too. Jessica Andrade, the women's version of like a fucking Aldo in mentality, not in like.
You think Aldo?
Obviously,
I feel like she reminds me of Vanderlei just a little bit.
Yeah, Vanderlei, or like a Vitor, where she's like
small, powerful, compact.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. and Rose Namajunas in the second fight is like, I can't let you get close. No, Jessica Andrade, definitely a badass, and Tatiana Suarez has a guillotine choke in the second round over her. I'm really excited for this one. Of course, we can't not talk about the other side of this fight with my girl, Magnum fucking gun or condom
beast
Zhang Weili, dude, fucking Zhang Dynasty.
Definitely might be the most exciting women's fighter as of right now on the roster.
Fucking
through all the weight divisions for the women's divisions.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely one of the more exciting women's fighters.
Specimen, right? And just a storied champion, right? I think 2-time champion now, right? Because she lost the belt, she won it back.
Yep.
Took the loss from Rose. Took the loss from. Did she? Yeah, she took a loss from Rose, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, split decision. Yeah, and then the first
she lost to her twice.
Kick.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, there it is. Shit, dude. But I mean, and only those two, right? A kickboxing loss there, but
yeah, the second fight was close. Yeah, there it is. Split decision. That second fight.
I hate Rose, but I did have Rose winning that fight, and that's how you know it's a legit split.
I mean, unless you're Pat Barry, I mean, you don't really like her that much, but.
You're fucking ridiculous. Zhang Weili, man, absolute fucking savage, dude. And like steamrolling Joanna in the second fight. The first fight, an all-time women's fight, in my opinion. You know, they fucking went to war. There's that famous picture of Joanna Jędrzejczyk with her fucking head.
Her alien
out
head.
To there. Yeah, dude. I mean, I got Weili Zhang, dude. Who am I kidding? I'm going to go with this Chinese bitch. Wang and Zhang 2025. Put it on your fucking ballot, dude. I got Magnum Weili Zhang. Has not fought since Yan Xiaonan, I believe. Yep. In
UFC 300.
2024, UFC 300. I forgot that was on UFC 300. It was a wild night.
Okay.
Beat Amanda Lemos. People were like, why is she getting the title shot? Amanda
Lemos. I thought Lemos may have given her problems in that fight.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought she deserved the title shot. Going into that, I thought Lemos was going to pose a lot of problems. She's got a lot of power in the women's division.
Yep. Crucifixed Carla Esparza, my girl Cookie Monster right there.
Yeah, that one was not a surprise. I felt like the betting lines on that, everybody's like, why is it so high? It's like, no, this is exactly what it should be.
If you know, you know. And it's like, okay, Carla has a win over Rose. You want to say it's close in the rematch, fine. And then Carla I actually did think Rose was going to beat Carla. And then Carla, it was a boring fight, but like Carla went out there and did her thing. And when they were like,
let's not say did her thing.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I mean, that kind of is.
Neither of them did their thing.
But then when they were like, why is I don't know, man. Maybe something will happen like in the Rose fight where Carla will come out and surprise us. And I'm like, look, Rose Namajunas is not Weili Zhang. Okay? Weili Zhang's going to go out there and fucking strip her of her rights and make her fucking bend the knee to the fucking Chinese Communist Party. And that's exactly what she did. Yan Xiaonan giving a good fight to Zhang in the last fight. Of course, decisive win by Zhang, in my opinion. But Yan did a lot better than I thought. Who you got here, man? Who you got here?
This is going to be tough, but man, this fight is really, this might be a pick'em fight, but I felt like this is overdue. I think Tatiana Suarez gets it done.
Very close.
I think with her wrestling background, we've seen Weili taken down by We've seen her taken down by Rose. We've seen her taken down by Carla. So, for me, Tatiana Suarez has a way better background than both of them when it comes to wrestling and grappling. I feel like she will get Weili down, and she's not just going to hang out there. When Tatiana gets you down, she's going ground and pound. She's passing your guard. She's looking to attack.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like Tatiana's going to get it done by damn, bro.
Submission?
I want to either
I don't see Zhang getting submitted. Not the best grappling. She was
training
wrestling with your boy Cejudo.
I think she's going to it's either going to get ground and pound or a submission. I feel like if it goes to the cards, I don't think it's going to be one-way traffic here. I think Weili, first round, I think she may get it. Second round, I feel like Tatiana's going to start finding her takedowns, get comfortable, hurt her down there. Third round, may dominate her again. Fourth round, haven't seen many fourth rounds out of Tatiana. So I feel like the champ may come on later in those rounds.
Oh, hey, guys.
And then...
What's up, brother? Sorry.
Hi.
How's it going, bro?
Hi. 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 Hi.
What's up, little man? And then but actually, you know what? I feel like, if it goes to the cards, I think Weili gets it. I feel like if there is a finish, I feel like it's gonna come on behalf of Tatiana because she has more methods of victory. Like her stand up, it's not crazy, but you're standing up with 4-ounce gloves. Anybody can crack anybody, but she can finish. She can submit you on the ground. She can get ground and pound. So
I will say, I think I don't know. So might have been a bad
but
night.
I've just seen Weili controlled on the ground by lesser wrestlers than Tatiana.
I see. She's been training with Cejudo. I got Zhang in this, and there's not just because she's Chinese. Like, she is training with Cejudo. I feel like, like in the gym when you're training sometimes, like there's guys that are just hard to finish, like submit. I feel like Zhang is one of those people, like where she's not the savviest grappler, but I feel like she's hard to submit. Now she might be a little bit more savvy training with Cejudo. And I think, I will say to your point, I think we might be seeing Weili starting to plateau and then like an eventual decline. Cause like not as, like she was a force when she was coming up against the belt. And then, you can crucifix Carla Esparza, but like some of these other girls, man, are not like the ghost of Carla Esparza, the crumbs of Cookie Monster Carla Esparza. I got Zhang, but I'm not 100% confident in it. I am surprised that the line has Suarez.
Oh, Suarez is the favorite.
Just ever so much, yeah.
Damn, minus 125 plus 105.
This will be an interesting one.
I feel like Tatiana's time, it's just overdue. I felt like she's one of those fighters. It's like, all right, this is the future champ. And then those injuries derailed her. Now she's back healthy. So I just feel like it's her time. Like nothing against saying like,
yeah,
she's excellent. She's one of my favorite women's fighters right now to watch.
For sure.
She's exciting. But
I
feel like they're going to fight more than once.
That fucking Harry Potter haircut she's got on there, dude. That's fucking. How you gonna do my girl like that? I got Weili by decision. You got Suarez by probably submission.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that can get a fight of the night right there.
It could.
That should be a fun one.
Really good fight. There could be some good exchanges in there, man. And now we go to the main event. Sean Strickland, DDP. Who you got?
You know what? I'm going with Strickland. I am going with Strickland. I know a lot of people are like, Strickland has one method to victory. You can't change it up much. But, yeah, he can. Because, DDP, he looks like he gets tired. And he may be tired, but, he is a dog. It's not going to be easy. He is a dog. But I feel like Strickland has the cardio. He may have that staph infection. It could be staph. We don't know. He'll probably tell us after the fight. We're no doctors here.
Staph. That is staph, bro.
But I feel like Strickland is also a dog. Everybody's like, oh, Strickland just teeps his way to victory. The first fight, it was a dog fight. I don't think that DDP did enough to beat Strickland in the first fight. The fight, it may play out a little similar, but if Strickland doesn't get like cut on his head and has like blood oozing out, because once a cut opens up over that eyebrow, you pretty much just got one eye. But if that doesn't happen, I feel like that's a different fight. Strickland has great takedown defense. DDP did take him down a few times, and it was a little weird because sometimes DDP took him down and just stood up. That was a little odd. But at the same time, it's hard to hold Strickland down. But I feel like DDP did that because he's like, damn, if I wasted all this energy taking him down, this guy's going to pop back up. That's less out of the gas tank.
Sean Strickland, here's an interesting stat. Never been submitted.
No. He's good on the ground. And maybe Strickland will surprise us. Maybe he gets a takedown of his own. We keep hearing that he's a very good grappler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deny it. I feel if you're in the sport, everybody's good at you're good at a little bit of everything. It may not be your strongest suit, but you may be good at it.
And I forget,
I
Strickland's
think
got some
Strickland
wins
gets
over
it done.
Strickland's got some wins over some incredible names. I mean, Imavov coming up, Jack Hermanson. I got respect for Jack Hermanson. Israel Adesanya, Paulo Costa.
And Cannonier, I feel like he won that Cannonier fight.
Really?
I feel like recently, it is Strickland, and he does bring it on himself. He's getting a little. Everybody's like, yeah, he just teeps his way to victory. The Paulo Costa fight, it wasn't an exciting fight. He did what he had to do. He got the win. He's in the position that he is now because of that win. The Izzy fight, nobody was complaining then. Abus Magomedov, nobody was complaining then when he came back and put it on him. Amavov, nobody was complaining then when he took the fight on like a week notice, not even. Took it to him, super close fight, got the decision. People were complaining that he didn't get the decision against Cannonier. But because of this Paulo fight, everyone's like, oh, he's just teeping his way to victory. Like, these other fights he's had, these were good fights.
They were. And
these were great fights.
The teep, well, I mean, people were ragging. I think it's easy to hate on Strickland, too.
He does it to himself. It's super easy.
He does. But, like, people were hating on Strickland for a minute there with his Izzy fight and his weird boxing and his like weird his shoulder roll for sure, but like how he holds his hands like this, and
he looks like
he's definitely better than you think. And Strickland had a badass fucking rant on Khamzat Chimaev earlier in the week, and I fucking loved it.
Oh, that was funny.
You're fucking a dictator's lapdog, and you're like a hot like fuck you. And I was like, damn, Sean Strickland.
It's a hot take, but where there's some smoke, there's some fire. There was a reason, Khamzat couldn't leave the country. He could only fight there, and that's why he really wasn't fighting that much, because how often is the UFC going to keep pushing to go to this one place so many times in a year? Yeah, they can go maybe once, maybe twice, just depending. But back to this fight real quick. I think Strickland gets it done. I feel like the fight may play out a little bit of the same, but I think Sean puts it on him a little bit more. I think Sean may I think they're going to crack each other, but I feel like Sean may get a little bit he may get the better of some of these exchanges. DDP has the power between the two. Yeah. Yes, he has the takedowns, but I don't feel like he's going to utilize them all that much.
I got DDP in this one. I think striking too. I got DDP. I split decision loss, but I mean, he's beaten some good names too. I mean, he beat Strickland, Adesanya, Whitaker, Till and Brunson. I don't give him credit for because they were not the Till and Brunson who they were when they were that good. Brad Tavares.
But those were bad fights for him. He was in some bad positions in both of those fights.
They were. Darren Till, I feel like, could have won that fight if he had like shown up and been his former self, been like a little bit better. But
Darren Till's the only guy that I know that trains with Khamzat to work on wrestling that gets worse at wrestling. That was crazy.
That's wild shit. I got DDP. I think maybe decision actually, not finish. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a great fight. Yeah. I'm hoping Strickland wins. As you brought up that Jesse Pinkman meme, he can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep looking tired like that. And I'm not tired. Maybe I don't know, but the eye test shows that
you look tired. Yeah,
but I feel like not a lot of people push that pace with him when he looks tired. Darren Till did a little bit, and then he got taken down, and then it was over. But I feel like Strickland will do that, and we may see a Strickland TKO, or we may see him getting a big round.
Death by 1,000 cuts from Strickland. Like he's not the most explosive.
That staph infection is no joke. That affects everybody who's ever had it. Somebody probably has a little statistic. Fighters that have staph infection, it's like records on the day of fight. Somebody has it.
trying to think who Luke Rockhold had staph when he fought, I want to say Weidman, and he was exhausted because he was on antibiotics, and he still went out there and fucking did it. So who knows, man? That's all I got, brother. You got anything else?
That's pretty much it. Oh, a lot of people don't like rumored, or maybe it's official, Chandler versus Arman Sarukian. Personally, I'm not mad at that, bro.
I'm a fan of that. I feel like
fight. Statistically, that's a good fight matchup.
That's a good fight. And after watching the Gamrot Arman fight, I got Arman. I wanted Chandler versus Patty because I just feel like where's Chandler gonna go? Like I don't think he's gonna beat Arman, but you never know, man. Arman's a big boy too. I got Arman in that. Who you got, if it is true?
Bro, that is... I mean, it's easy to pick Arman. When you, like, break down, like, Chandler's, like, wrestling, the power. Mm-hmm. The thing that concerns me is that Oliveira was able to take him down so easily. But, like, maybe he wasn't expecting Oliveira to shoot like that. Because Oliveira got pretty low, and he's kind of dumping him. Mm-hmm. And they were nice takedowns. So maybe he wasn't expecting them. Maybe he had an injury. I don't know. Only he knows. But seeing that, give me Arman.
Yeah.
Who do I want to win? Give me Chandler.
I
like Chandler.
The only time you'll find me like rooting for Chandler.
If Chandler goes out there and sparks him, I think it'd be crazy. It's good for the division. I don't think Arman would lose that much stock.
It would be such a Michael Chandler thing if he went out there and then got another win, and they're like, "Fuck!" I mean, we can give him another title contender fight at least. Like, damn, dude. But I don't know. I wanted either Chandler versus Hooker too, or I wanted Chandler versus Patty. But
I think Hooker may be booked against Justin
Gaethje.
Yeah, bro, that's
I gotta get the fuck out of here real quick. Gaethje, Hooker, who you got?
We gotta save that for another day.
I got Dan Hooker. No, give the people.
Give it to you on this podcast.
Rub my clit a little bit. Who you got? Chandler or Gaethje?
It's gonna be a good fight. Can't give it to you now.
Fucker, you
can't give it to you now, bro. That's a tough one. I gotta see if Dan Hooker dyes his hair. You know, there's little factors.
Super Saiyan Hooker, yeah, bro. Super Saiyan Hooker, Brunson, Oliveira, Hooker. You dye your hair blonde, bro. Just saying.
If he looks shit on fight week, I can't make a prediction. To me, I gotta see how people look on fight week too. Anything could happen.
Love Gaethje, love Hooker, but I got the Hangman in that one, dude. That dude's taking someone's life, and Gaethje is now reaping the rewards of his I don't care about head trauma fucking style for a decade. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Well, shit. I had some fun. This is almost a 2-hour fucking podcast here. Everybody follow Dorain and our boy Dan, of course. Dan, who's in our 3-way group chat.
We got to get him on here.
Shooting the shit. We'll get Dan on for the next one. How about that?
Me, you, and Dan. Dan's got some nice takes. Our boy Dan. Dan, if you're watching,
we'll tell this. How about this? We'll get Dan. You better be watching. You better be one of the 6 people watching this goddamn show.
Dan likes to. If you're a good guy, if you're a baby face in WWE terms, you're probably on Dan's
yeah, and that's funny because I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. Dan, definitely a baby face. You are definitely a heel, you big salty dog. I got 60 seconds for you because we have to get to this. I got 60 fucking seconds for you real quick.
What do we got here?
What do you think about this?
Oh, bro, I saw a clip of this. And as you know, bro, I do not like DC. He's over here talking about Jones, whereas DC, this is just my opinion. So you could come at me in the comments if you want. That's fine.
Hit him in the comments, people. Fuck this guy.
I don't like DC. I feel like his reign in the UFC was overrated. He beat washed up Frank Mir, washed up Roy Nelson, Patrick Cummings in a debut, and then he's like, "Oh, I could beat Jones." Yeah, fucking right. UFC honey dicked us into that first fight, and John Jones whooped his fucking ass. Oh, he tested positive. He got cocaine in the system. Yeah, so what? That was over the weekend. He showed up fight night, ready to go. Sunned him. Round two, fight two. Maybe a little something in the system for Jones. IQ still there. He's hitting the body. Head kicked him. Out of there. DC's back there crying in the ring. That's what he does. He cries after a loss. Oh, I want to move up. Oh, so they throw him Ozdemir. He fights Volkan Ozdemir. He's like, yeah, okay, I got another win. And then he wants to go up. He fights Derek Lewis. They were both hurt. Derek Lewis, bad back. And then we give him
dog.
And then we give him Stipe, and we all know what happened there. Yeah, he cracked.
Yeah,
Stipe
what happened in that first fight?
And then what happened there? All right, then he proceeds to go on, and his legacy is on the line again, and he falls short once again. DC is known for living in the shadow of John Jones. He wants to talk about GOAT conversation. He can't. He's not in the conversation. He's not on my Mount Rushmore. I don't know if he's on very many people's Mount Rushmores. He may be in yours. He ain't in mine.
It's not on my Mount Rushmore, but you got to give credit to the double champ,
living in the
bro.
shadow of John Jones, and he's still salty about it. And that's why to this day, he'll still take shots. John Jones tries to be his friend. Probably not genuine. Knowing John, definitely not genuine. But so what? He ain't sitting here saying I son DC.
I got a live shot of. What's up?
John Jones did have that one post a couple years ago when DC posted his mugshot. He goes, "What do we have here?" John Jones, savage reply, said, "DC, that is the face of a guy that would have you washing his underwear in your own fucking house." And he ain't wrong, because what's DC gonna do? He can't beat him up.
Cold-blooded fucking statement there by the champion. I got an actual live shot of Dorain taken from hidden cameras last night. My man's got a big old salt lick in his house.
I do not like DC. DC, he's a cornball. He's overrated, in my opinion. And we're not going to sit here and be like, oh, he had a great legacy. I'll give him the Gus fight was good. The Rumble fights were good. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he beat Frank Mir, bro. Frank Mir was just a fucking blob. After Lesnar beat him, he was just a blob that was obsessed with size. And he goes, oh, he was
Josh
so
Barnett,
big,
the Strikeforce tournament, bro.
And where?
Silver medalist Olympic wrestling.
And where was Josh Barnett in when he fought him? Not the UFC. Doesn't matter.
Shut up. Strikeforce was the shit, okay?
All right.
On that note, my friends, follow Dorain.
Out there that want to fight Francis. Come on, bro.
I want a segment where you shit on DC every fucking episode. At DoughboyFresh20 on Instagram. Follow Dorain. He's still going 200
off. Plus pounds. The guy's a fucking 135 or 145 at best. Sean O'Malley's taller than this fucking guy.
He is, actually. Oh my god, I love you, brother. That was a fun show. I'm gonna go home to a probably rather upset girlfriend. Have a good night, man. And
bro.
We'll catch you next time.
Peace.